He's Bill Clark. He is the head football coach at the University of Alabama. He took the job in January, Alabama, Birmingham, took the job in January 2014. Now he doesn't have a football team. He's building one, and they start play again in 2017 after dismantling the football program. Bill, what were you told in January of 2014 about the future of UAB football?
Going back to when I first was hired, is that what you're asking, Dan?
Yeah, when you were hired in January 2014, any inkling that the team was sort of teetering? The program was teetering on the brink of being eliminated.
No, I think it was just, hey, let's go out there and put a great product out, and that's everything we try to do.
All right, so you're building a team now. How many players do you have?
Well, there's probably about 5 guys on campus right now that played for us. Most all of our guys, we had a few graduate, and we basically helped send out about 60 guys, across the country to other universities. So we don't have a lot right now.
Did you personally help your players transfer?
Yeah, I did. That was the thing of let's find them a great home. And I think we had every coach in America, it seemed like, on our campus right after the announcement. And it was what was needed to do for those guys to give them a chance to keep playing football.
What was the excuse to get rid of the football program in the first place?
Well, I think there was a bunch of factors that came out. I think the biggest thing for me now is just looking forward to, what have we got to do from here on out. And I think the biggest thing that has happened is the engagement of our community has just been unbelievable. I think, everybody's kind of kept up with the movement to bring it back. And I think Birmingham, which is such a great city and such a great athletic and specifically football town, has gotten involved and energized, and they're getting behind the facilities we need to do this thing correctly.
What's the time frame of getting back on the field?
Well, we'll play in 17, but for us, the biggest thing is I would love to have a group ready to practice in the spring. We'll have some guys in. We're actually signing some guys now, and so as these facilities start coming, I think that's going to help us in recruitment. I think we actually have a national footprint now based on just what people saw us do last year and just kind of the fight to bring it back. So hopefully we're going to have a chance to bring in some really good guys. But next summer will really be huge, going into 16, where we can try and practice with as many guys that'll play in 17. And in 17, we're full FBS in the conference, the whole nine. So that's a pretty big task in front of us.
What's your recruiting pitch now?
I think one is hopefully they got to see who we are and what we're about. And obviously playing time is going to be a great sell. I think that's always important. But, we found last year that UAB, just the school, we're the number one job engine in our state. And Birmingham is such a well-known football town, a great community that, if we were starting to get some really good guys just based on that. And if we can add these facilities, I think people kind of know our story, and I think that'll hopefully get us in the door to get some really good guys in here.
Was there any thought to Division I AA to ease into this instead of jumping right back in?
I think that's a good question. I was part of the group that went into South Alabama, started that program, and we were the fastest ever really to go to FBS in 5 years. But to go in 2 years is a huge deal, and for all our other sports to get to stay in conference, that was kind of the max amount of time we could stay out of football. And so I think to help all our other sports and do that, that was kind of the time frame, and there was no way we were going to play this year. So what it left us with is 16. And really, all we would have played is non-counting games anyway. So the recruiting is going to be so important. I just felt like, hey, let's play in 17. It would be, you wouldn't have played real counter games anyway. I think basically with the NCAA and our conference, it's all for, as much as we can to get ready for 17.
What conference are you going to be playing in?
We're Conference USA, and I just really, just the facts of this, the NCAA and our conference have been terrific. Really doing everything they could to help us. Obviously, since the announcement was made, we've been on the phone with those guys, just trying to get us as much relief as we could, and they've really, our commissioner Brent Banowski and our conference and the NCAA have been really just bent over backwards for us.
What are you going to do this fall, Bill?
That's a good question. We're going to do a lot of recruiting. I think, obviously in August we're going to try and visit some other schools, but we've got to sell UAB. I've got to fill out a roster. So, I said it earlier today. I said, maybe I was a good recruiter before. I've got to be a great recruiter now and get this roster filled out.
Well, here's the thing, Bill. You're not lying when you tell recruits, I guarantee you playing time.
Exactly.
Hey, good luck.
You got to play.
Good luck with the challenge, Bill.
Okay, Dan. Thank you for having us on. Appreciate you.
All right. That's Bill Clark, University of Alabama, Birmingham, head football coach.